You know what? McPhee-McCuin is a good coach. She's got the Ole Miss Rebels playing at a really good level. Don, okay, I'm about to mess up this name. Litzwit, though, is somebody on a different level. What she's doing with Minnesota, I can see going far. I like what she's doing with Minnesota. I really do. Uh, Here is somebody that is been a national champion. That was with Grand Valley State. She had one losing season her second year in, but then a couple of seasons after that, she was the Division II champion. Yeah, she's a national championship coach. Went to Northern Kentucky, did okay there. Went to South Dakota and made it to the NCAA Sweet 16 with the South Dakota Coyotes. That shows some amazingness. Went to West Virginia, got them to the NCAA first round. Last year was the WBIT champions and is now a 4 seed in the NCAA tournament. They're 23-8, 14-3 at home. The reason why I say at home because, well, they're kind of playing. Ole Miss and Minnesota are playing at the Williams Arena, the home of Minnesota basketball, gymnastics, and other sports. You heard that right. Now, Ole Miss is 24-11. They're not a bad team. Kansas State was a problem for them earlier on in the season. Michigan State was a problem for them. And then they got into SEC play and had a 4 game losing streak. LSU, South Carolina, Florida, and Texas A&M. And then they lost to Texas in the conference tournament. They're a solid team. Don't get me wrong. They are a solid team. I don't think that you should ever think that they're not. Minnesota had a few setbacks as well. Kansas, Alabama, Maryland in the regular or before they got into conference play. Michigan, who is number 1 seed, pardon me, wrong sport. Michigan uh, took them out. Went on a 2 game losing streak with UCLA, who is the number 1 seed, and Washington. And then they lost in the conference tournament to Ohio State. Michigan State also beat them again. So Minnesota is kind of flawed, but they're a really solid team. I can see them doing good. Ole Miss, hey, they've got a really solid team. Cody McMahon and Christine Iwala are a solid duo. Throw in Latasha Lattimore, Sierra Theanu, and they're a really solid team. Minnesota's got Tori McKinney, Maya Battle, and Mara Braun. They know how to score. They know how to play both sides of the ball. Ole Miss has got some solid scores. Can play both sides of the ball, but they're having to go into the Williams Arena to play this game. So we're going to cover this by the numbers. We're going to see who can win it. Let's go. Before we get into the crux of this video, hit like, hit subscribe if you like college sports, because I do college sports, primarily college football, college women's gymnastics, do a little basketball and other sports on occasion, but that's what I do, college. Also, General Robert Neyland, former University of Tennessee head football coach for decades. had 7 maxims to win any game, but they can also help you if you apply them correctly to your life. The second one is play for and make the breaks. When one comes your way, score. That is a maxim that can be also applied to your life. Look for those breaks and take it. Okay, so Ole Miss is lower seeded and quite literally the visiting team. They score 75.4 points a game. They're 37th in the nation on that one. They allow 62.1 points, 43.3 field goal percentage, 74% free throw percentage, 29.4 3-point percentage, 5.1 points made a game, 14.2 assists. You're noticing some weaknesses there. 35.4 defensive rebounds. That's not a bad number right there. 13.4 turnovers a game. Horrible. 4.9 block shots. They're 22nd in the nation on that one. That's a good number. 8.1 steals. Now, Cody McMahon, who leads in points and assists, and is a star, like a lot of people are talking about her. 30.5 minutes a game, 19.9 points, 5.3 rebounds, 3 assists, 1.1 steals, 0.4 blocks, 2.8 turnovers though, but considering everything she does. And she's a leading, she leads in assists, does a lot of rebounding, 45.1 field goal percentage, 28.6 3-point percentage, and 72.6 free throw percentage. Not bad. Plus, she's a forward, 3 points, 27.3 minutes for Christine Iwuala, who leads in rebounds. 12.7 points, 8.4 rebounds, 1.2 assists, 1.3 steals, 0.6 blocks, 2 turnovers, 60.6 field goal percentage, but she doesn't shoot 3-pointers, 70.6 free throw percentage. Latasha Lattimore, who leads in blocks, 26.7 minutes, 10.9 points, 6.3 rebounds, 1.1 assists, 0.6 steals, 2.1 blocks, 2.1 turnovers though, 48.3 field goal percentage, 31% 3-point percentage, and 70.9 free throw percentage. Sarah Dianu, who leads in steals, 28.4 minutes, 9.3 points, 5.6 rebounds, 2.4 assists, 1.6 steals, 0.4 blocks, 1.2 turnovers, 36.5% field goal percentage, 26.9 3-point percentage, and 80.4 free throw percentage. I'm looking at this team. They need to work better as a team. They need to switch up who is scoring. Cody McMahon is going to be guarded heavily. Christine Iwuala is going to be paid attention to. The shooting, you've got several key players who have some weaknesses in their shooting, especially Sarah Theano. You've got 3 players who are turning over the ball. Your 3 key players, top 3 players, are turning over the ball too much, especially Cody McMahon. I'm just seeing a lot of weaknesses in this game when you're looking at what they're going to be facing. Blocking is going to be key in this game for them. They've got to do their blocking. Scoring, they can score, but is Cody McMahon going to be able to score at the level she normally scores? I would say they need to work on their turnovers. They need to make smarter shots for this game to work, and they've got to be better team oriented in all of it. Okay, so the Golden Gophers score 74.9 points on average. They score just a hair less than the Rebels. They allow 57.9 points to be scored on them. So you're talking 4 points difference there. 45% field goal percentage. That's a good number. 75.1 free throw percentage. 34.7 3-point percentage. That's a really good number. And they make 6.6 3 points a game. 16.5 assists. So they're a little bit better at that teamwork. 36th in the nation on that one. 35.7 defensive rebounds. The same between both teams. But they only have 10.5 turnovers a game. 4th in the nation on that. Really disciplined team. They only have 2.6 block shots a game. That's way worse. 8.6 steals, right around the same. Now, Torrey McKinney leads in points and steals. 27.4 minutes, 13.1 points, 3.1 rebounds, 2.6 assists, 2 steals, 0.5 blocks, 1.1 turnover rate, 46.6 field goal percentage, 33.7 3-point percentage, and 84.4 free throw percentage. So she makes intelligent shots. Grace Richolski, hopefully I didn't butcher her name too badly, 33.4 minutes, 12.7 points, 5 rebounds, 2.9 assists, 1.1 steals, 0.2 blocks, 1.4 turnovers, 47.8 field goal percentage, 42.3 3-point percentage, and 71.8 free throw percentage. Another one that makes really intelligent shots and is doing rebounding at a high rate, decent at assist. Mara Braun, who leads in blocks, 33.3 minutes a game, 11.5 points, 4.3 rebounds, 2.6 assists, 1.3 steals, 0.7 blocks, 1.7 turnovers, 38.9 field goal percentage, 33.3 3-point percentage, and 92% free throw percentage. Not as good of a shooter as her teammates. Sophie Hart, their center, 28.3 minutes, 10.9 points, 6.6 rebounds, 1.1 assists, 0.6 steals, 0.6 blocks, 1.4 turnover, 55.2 field goal percentage, 61.2 free throw percentage, doesn't make 3-pointers. Now, Maya Battle also leads in rebounds and assists, 7.4 rebounds, 3.6 assists, also scores 10.9 points, has the highest turnover rate. She's the only one over 2 turnovers a game. 38.6 field goal percentage and 27.8 3-point percentage with 82.4 free throw percentage. So she's doing a lot of work herself. I'm liking how they have multiple players that can score when they need to. Rebounding, really good. They're working as a team. Could be a little bit better, but they're working as a team. Steals, not bad at all. Blocking is a weakness here. They're not blocking shots, but their turnovers. That's going to be key. Disciplined basketball that gets multiple people the ball to be able to handle what's needed to be handled. And most of the people they rely on shoot at a really good rate. I like what I see here. I do. Mara Braun, I don't like that their leading blocker is a guard. I don't like that their leading rebounder is a guard. But they're doing what they need to do at every aspect of this game, except for blocking. Minnesota has a 71.3% chance to win this game, according to ESPN. Ole Miss has a 28.7% chance to win this game. The keys in this is going to be the turnover battle. I don't think the blocks are going to be as important in this, which is Ole Miss's strong point. And also, Ole Miss does not get the ball to enough people. They rely heavily on Cody McMahon and Christine Iguala. Now, Latasha Lattimore and Sarah Thianu can back them up, but Cody McMahon, everybody's paying attention to Cody McMahon when it comes to Ole Miss. For Minnesota, they're spread out. You've got 5 players who are in double digits. Their rebounding for this team is really good. They're playing disciplined basketball. They're sharing. They're scoring at a decent clip. They're making smart shots most of the time. Their center is a key feature in this game. They could do blocking a lot better, sure. But even though I hate going against an SEC school, this is going to be the Golden Gophers. This is going to be the Golden Gophers. Their teamwork, their disciplined approach is what I'm looking at here. Ole Miss got some good players, but they're not allowing other people to. They've only got certain people who are doing what they need to get done, and it's not that disciplined of a team. You're turning over the ball too much. The shooting's okay overall. It's not bad. It's just when you're facing a team like Minnesota, I honestly don't think that this is the kind of team that you want going into the game. I like Cody Man. I like Christina Iguala, Sierra Tianu, Latasha Lattimore. Kiana Thompson is even a good player. And so is several of the other players on this team. But they're just not balanced enough. That is where Minnesota is so strong. They are balanced. They don't need a major star. Can Ole Miss win this game? Sure. If their top 4 players have the game of their life, yes, that could be the case. But I don't think they'll be able to against Minnesota. Minnesota knows how to play defense, and Cody McMahon will have plenty of folks to go up against her to negate her abilities. But that's what I'm thinking here. This has been Paul with Redneck Sports. Y'all have a good day now. Bye. Hey, folks, before you leave, if you can't become a member via my YouTube channel, which that's for my thinker, I've also got sports. I've got a Patreon. If you really, really want to help me out, I would be much appreciated. But hey, hitting like, hit subscribe, hit commenting, all those things really help me out. Have a good day.